Hello students, as we have been discussing the marketing segmentation, which is chapter 2 of unit 2, today I am going to conclude this portion by discussing classification of market segmentation. This is more or less similar to the basis of segmentation what I have discussed last class. Before start today's part, I just like to have a quite clear recap of what concept I have discussed in market segmentation. In market segmentation, I discussed what is segmentation, meaning, definition, objective of segmentation, and 4 to 5 category or basis of segmenting the market. I don't want to revise because I have already revised through Google Meet. I don't want to revise it again what I studied last class. Students, today I will give you a clear framework of how there are basically 3 major ways to classify the segmentation process. What today I will discuss, I just told this is more or less relevant to, similar to the basis of segmentation. If question come, what is basis of segmentation, you can mix this classification into basis and you can write both. If question come, classify the process of segmentation or segmentation strategy, then you should add both basis and classification. So as far as classification of segmentation is concerned, majorly 3 different classification. First it is behavioristic classification, behavioristic classification. Second is geographic classification, and third is, you can say, psychographic segmentation. What is behavioristic segmentation? As I told you that market consisting of huge number of consumer, divergent form of consumer, we cannot at all expect similar type of behavior in all people in the market. People's behavior varies from product to product, price, category, availability, behavior varies. As far as the behavior of consumers are concerned, I just make 3 major divergent behavioralistic group which speak about the 3 how people show off different behavior while buying and purchasing. So whenever the marketer want to segment the market according to the behavior into the consideration, it majorly considers 3 variety of consumers. He categorizes the market into 3 variety of consumer according to their loyalty. So friends, what are those? First it is hardcore consumer. Second is soft core consumer, and third is switcher. So today I will tell how 3 variety of consumer could be explained while segmenting the market according to the behavioralistic approach. Students, this is the segmentation what consumer usually, what marketer usually does, according to the behavior he shows, according the loyalty of a consumer to a specific brand. What is hardcore consumer? In market, generally, we find people, those who are very strict, very specific to a particular brand or a product. In other words, we can say this is a kind of rigid consumer, those who are very loyal to a particular brand, to a particular fragrance, to a particular taste, to a particular, you can say, specific flavor. In other words, they believe that this particular product only satisfies the maximum. Hence, the marketer usually tries to purchase that particular product at which is available at any corner of the market. This is what we can say hardcore consumer. And hardcore consumer are the people, those who are never compromise their taste with by altering their products and services. This kind of people, in fact, is available in the society. Yes, there are certain, this particular generation or generation belongs to young generation, belong to you, probably will not satisfy, will not part of the hardcore consumer. Rather, I can say that hardcore consumer are the consumer which is belong to your father, your grandfather, those who are there available there. You can definitely find this group of people, this variety of generation. They are very specific to a particular brand, like salt means Tata and Jota means Bata. They are very specific to a particular brand or particular product that they seek. They feel that this particular product, your grandfather probably not satisfied with a smartphone. He is very specific to a Nokia, or that is to be keypad phone Nokia. So this is what I can say. But all consumers, whoever is there in the market, you will not find the hardcore characterized people. Rather, you will find people, those who are softcore. Softcore people are the opposite of hardcore. They usually try to compromise their, they usually compromise their taste and preference, and they are quite adjustable in nature. They are comfortable with the available product, whatever is there in the market. They are not very strict to a particular brand. They are ready to adjust with any brand that is available in the market. They simply go to market, to a shop which is nearer to them, and they ask that product, whatever brand that does not impact much. This is about soft-core consumer. They are very flexible kind of people, and this kind of people you definitely find around you. Third, it is switchers. Switchers are the people, those who like to experiment. They are never like to purchase same type of product again and again. Rather, switchers are the people, those who believe that they are intending to use or consume something new, something better, something different, which he or she never used earlier. So this kind of mentality usually we find among the people, those whose age in between 10 to 25, the young mass, teenagers and young mass. So you will find the switcher kind of people, those who never like to stick to a particular brand, or even they are not ready to accept any brand. Rather, they like to ask the product which is newly available in the shop, or which is newly there in the market. So what I can say this is three variety of products. What the marketer did right here is simply divided the total market into total consumer into three part: hardcore, softcore, switcher, according to the loyalty and preference. What you can say, this is what something you can say behavior of people, and this is how the marketer can divide the total market according to the different behavior that they show in the marketplace. This is what first classification. Second, it is geographic, geographic classification. So in the country like India, where you find different cultured people, different demographic pattern, different social class, cultural aspect throughout the country. If we divide the total country into 4 different parts, if you, according to the direction, north, east, west, south, or we can divide it according to the corner, northeast, you can say southeast, southwest, northwest. So we definitely find a different characterized population with a divergent demographic pattern. Understood? We may not find same variety of people in different corner of the state or the country. India is such a divergent and huge country, big country. So in that case, we cannot put a similar strategy for throughout the country, for the every part of the country. Rather, we require to divide the total market according to the geographical location. For that reason, what we can do, we simply suppose it is the map of our country, then we require to divide the country into 4 different parts like north, south, west, east. Correct? Accordingly, we can find northwest, we have to divide the zone. It is northeast, it is southeast, and it is southwest. We definitely find different cultured people, different linguistic approach in different state and different part and corner of the country. If we talk about north part, then we will find Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana. In the northeast part, if you will move, then we will require to go Rajasthan. West part, it is like Goa, Gujarat. If you will come down to southwest, then it is Maharashtra, and if you will come down to south, then you will find Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu, and southeast you will find Odisha, Chhattisgarh. You see how differently people live and their lifestyle can be influenced by. So geographic pattern is something how whenever we talk about dividing the total market, when the country is huge in nature, it's a huge territory, and people culture different according to it is greatly influenced by the localized culture and social approach. In that particular time, we cannot put the similar sort of strategy for all variety of consumer. Rather, we require to divide the whole country into different location. On what basis we can do? According to the state we can divide, according to the geographical location. So better, this is the best form to divide the whole market according to the geographic condition, such as north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. 8 category. So what about the state? Same pattern, you can divide a state according to different district. We can divide according to the state. This is a way, but this is not only way, only procedure to divide the market into different location. But you can use according to the state. You can prepare you can segment your market. In every state there are different sort of different sort of state you can divide according to the state. District can be divided according to different condition. Sometimes we divide the city as metropolitan city, non-metropolitan city, you can say town, village. This is also how we can divide the whole geographically. These are the different bases how we can divide. So in what kind of cases usually we follow this form of this form of market segmentation, a geographic form of segmentation. Usually company, those who are offering restaurant services like KFC, or they cannot at all establish stores throughout the country blindly. Rather, they first target a group of people, those whose income level is little bit high, first choosing those locations first. You know what I am talking. So just choosing out the location first, you require to identify the location or area where higher income people living. We still not find a KFC in Barampur. Why? Because it is not meeting the economic section, or people's taste and preference probably little bit different as compared to metropolitan city. So what I can say, metropolitan city has to be targeted in case of KFC. If you are talking about different shopping malls, or you can say department, the shopping malls, big malls, you will not find shopping malls across the country or each and every state, each and every district, no. Say simply divide the total market into small segments according to the geographic location. Accordingly, they set up their malls, they set up their stores. They prepare the standard of the store, high premium standard stores in the metropolitan cities or semi-metro cities. In cities, they set relatively smaller stores in the small city and areas. This is what they divide the total market according to the different. This is something what geographic location has been taken into consideration. This is two important part of classification, how market could be segmented. Last but not least, that is psychographic. So apart from the behavior of people, and in order to show the level of loyalty, we can divide in form of hardcore, softcore and switcher according to the existence of the location or territory. We can divide according to the direction or according to the city, village, state, or sometime according to the local talukas and gram panchayat. Sometimes we use to segment the market. But these are not only two procedures how we can segment our market. Apart from this, we require to understand the psychographic aspect of individual is something which is nothing but to understand the people's inherent, so last part, that is psychographic factor, we have to consider the different psychological aspect of individual while segmenting the market. So generally there are 4 to 5 category has to be considered while segmenting the market into different psychographic pattern. First, it is the personality of individual. Personality of individual has to be properly understood. The personal characteristics of the people has to be properly understood. Accordingly, we can divide the market. Second, it is attitude of people is to be properly studied. Next is you can say next we can say that is perception of people. What do you mean by perception? Perception is nothing but the viewpoint of people. Whatever judgment of people, whatever a person see, observe and judge any of the object or content. If I will write anything on the, draw any picture on the board, every people will not strike similar thing into brain. They have to perceive this separately. So viewpoint of people, if I will speak a joke, not necessarily all the people will laugh. Some people may laugh, some people may take it personal. You see the perception, how it is different. So perception of people also vary from people to people. So while segmenting the market, perception has also been taken into consideration. Next or last, it is interest of people. Last is interest of people. People belonging to different age group, as I told you. So interest also varies from. In India, we can find people, those who are playing cricket or watching cricket is very high. But if you will go to US, you will find people those who are very fond of, baseball. But if you will go to the country like Brazil or other European country, football is the major sports. You see the interest in our country also, in the taste and preference. I mean, the interest of people to different activities varies. Not only in form of game, sports, but also song, Bollywood, movie. You can say color, design, interest also, hobby also different. So while dividing, considering the psychographic factor, we have to consider the personality, attitude, perception, and interest into a major part before segmenting or dividing the market. This is all for today's session. Hope you understood. I will conduct one Google Meet class very soon, and I will discuss it again, and follow my video, and I will give you some notes. Just prepare the notes accordingly. Thank you.